Hey Pisces, Medicine here, and I'd like to say thank you for joining us in Circle today. I'm a little under the weather, so if there are times where you might hear me blank out or anything like that, please just bear with me. But we're here now, and we're going to be doing this reading. So, yeah, it seems to be a pretty good week on the 15th to the 21st of January 2017 for you Pisces. You start off with the Ace of Swords, which is new inspiration. You're going to be feeling very inspired. You're going to have some new thoughts, some new ideas, some new things that you're going to want to externally communicate with the world, or with your world specifically around you. Whatever shape or form that is. So this is going to be a very good time. This is a very new thing for you. Some very new thoughts, some very new things are coming up, are being produced here with the Ace of Swords. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So putting things into movement. So this is the time when you actually start putting things into action. It's not necessarily a time of like growing into it, like if it were the Page of Swords, for example. Then it would be like kind of learning it, but no, you're actually putting it into action now. This is kind of like learning on the way, because Knight of Swords is still not as seasoned as, say, the Queen or the King of Swords, but it's learning on the way. It's putting something, you're finally getting to a point where you're putting this idea in action towards the middle of the week, and you're learning on the way, and it's great, it's awesome. You're just feeling all sorts of inspired this week. And then we have the Chariot card towards the end of the week, which is all about focusing energies, focusing polaric energies, focusing the yin and yang, focusing the shadow and the light, focusing the masculine and the feminine. Or this could also be, I don't necessarily feel like it's with relationships, although for some of you maybe it might be with relationship. But I very much feel like this is more to do with focusing the yin and yang of your ideas, of things that you are thinking about, and kind of moving forward in one direction with that. So I definitely don't feel like this is, I definitely feel like things are going to be moving towards the end of the week, and in a good way. Okay, and so yeah, I mean, and then you have the crab, and you have some turtles under here to kind of keep you grounded, but keep you moving in that watery flow, and it's awesome, it's great, and I love the Chariot card because it's awesome and it's great. So this is going to be a very awesome week for you Pisces, because it's going to be filled with new exciting experiences, inspirations, father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So this is a time for you, if you're having any father issues this week, Pisces. If you release that, if you forgive that, instead of trying to control the situation and holding on to dense energies, and saying that I'm going to carry these dense energies no matter what until my father straightens out, or does this or does that, and because I want him to feel fixed, or I want this. Nope, just forgive it and give it to heaven, give it to celestials, give it to the angels. And now that I'm seeing that, actually, this makes me kind of want to take out something from the angelic realm for you Pisces. So if you just give me just a second here, I can kind of pull up some an oracle for you Pisces for giving in which angelic realm to work with. So father healing, 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 father healing. It says, be content, is the message from the angelic realm. Be content. And I'm kind of new to these cards, so I want to read from what it says. But it says, be content with your, so let's see here. Yep, here we go. It says, how does one find contentment in a world that seems to be filled with strife, struggle, and fear? Finding a space within you where you are able to accept certain things as they are will give you greater peace of mind. Do not misinterpret contentment with complacency, however. Being content is not about simply accepting everything in your life as it is. It is about recognizing those things that you have no control over and not permitting them to hijack your life. Then embracing the things that you can change for the better, both in your internal and external environment, and working on making the necessary changes there, one step at a time. Living your life day to day, not anguishing about past events or stressing about the future, will also bring a sense of serenity to your life. So, a couple of things that the Angel of Contentment asks is, do you currently worry about the past and the future? Do you struggle to find contentment in your life? And some things that the Angel of Contentment is saying to tell yourself is that I find serenity by releasing that which I have no control over. I find serenity by releasing that which I have no control over. And another affirmation that the Angel of Contentment says to tell yourself is, I have much in my life that gives me a sense of peace and contentment. I'll say that again. I have much in my life that gives me a sense of peace and contentment. These are some things you can tell yourself each morning this week, Pisces, and it'll really help you. Okay, it'll really help you to kind of let go of things you that you'd like, that you wish would happen a certain way, but they're not. It's just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to give this one to heaven. I'm going to give it to the angelic realm. You know, the angelic realm. Be content. The Angel of Contentment. I would definitely work with the Angel of Contentment. And remember to tell yourself, I'll say both of them again. Number one is, I find serenity by releasing that which I have no control over. And number two, I have much in my life that gives me a sense of peace and contentment. I find serenity by releasing that which I have no control over. And I have much in my life that gives me a sense of peace and contentment. Those are the words of affirmation for this week of January 15th to the 21st, 2017 for you, Pisces. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to leave any feedback on how this might be going for you this week, I myself am also Pisces, so I'll be practicing this this week as well. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. You know, I kind of find it fun to kind of go through ideas together. So this is going to be a great week for us Pisces. All right, now you guys have a fun-filled week, and I will see you next reading. Ahoma Takuyasen.